I'm up here to say thank you to God for giving me this ability, for blessing me, for shaping me, for chastising me, for teaching me, for punishing me, for allowing me to be a vessel and touch people around the world. I want to thank AFI, Cicely Tyson, Ed Zwick, Spike Lee, Carl Franklin, Alan Nirab, my mother. She's 95 years old now.
Denzel Washington, a voice for authenticity in Hollywood. Denzel Washington is not only one of the most respected actors in Hollywood, but also a thought leader on cultural representation and the state of the entertainment industry. He has consistently voiced concerns about the superficiality of Hollywood's approach to diversity and the deeper issues behind the stories being told. This blog explores Washington's perspectives on representation, cancel culture, and his call for genuine storytelling in an age where social media and quick judgments often dominate public discourse. The importance of culture over color. Denzel Washington has long emphasized that representation in Hollywood should go beyond skin color to focus on the authenticity of culture. While the push for diversity in casting is often celebrated, Washington highlights the need for a deeper understanding of the cultures being portrayed. He believes that simply casting diverse actors or hiring directors without cultural insight is not enough. In his view, stories must reflect real experiences and cultural nuances, like those he often references from his own upbringing, such as the familiar sound and smell of a hot comb on hair. Washington's argument centers on the idea that the true richness of storytelling comes from those who intimately know the culture they are representing. This approach calls out the limitations of tokenism and advocates for a more meaningful, holistic inclusion that goes beyond visual representation. The illusion of progress in Hollywood. Despite Hollywood's claims of inclusivity, Washington remains skeptical about its true commitment to change. While there may be more faces of color on screen, he argues that the power dynamics behind the camera largely remain the same. Washington critiques the industry for using diversity as a surface-level marketing tool without changing the systemic structures that govern storytelling. He believes that true progress would involve more people of color not just in front of the camera, but also as producers, directors, and decision-makers with the power to shape narratives. Cancel culture and the fear of expression. Cancel culture, which has grown more prominent in recent years, is another issue that Washington has weighed in on. He views it as a dangerous trend that threatens free expression and open dialogue. According to Washington, the fear of being canceled often silences people, preventing them from expressing their true opinions or engaging in honest conversation. This culture of judgment, he argues, is counterproductive to the development of understanding and empathy. Washington advocates for a society where people are encouraged to talk about difficult or controversial issues without the fear of being ostracized. He believes that genuine dialogue, especially on complex subjects, requires patience, nuance, and a willingness to listen, something that cancel culture often discourages. The dangers of quick judgments. In today's fast-paced world, where news and social media often push for immediate reactions, Washington warns against rushing to judgment without full context. He is concerned that this reactive environment can destroy careers and silence important voices before all facts are considered. This culture, in his opinion, stifles creativity and authentic self-expression, as people become more focused on avoiding controversy than on telling meaningful stories. Washington's reflections encourage a return to thoughtful discourse, where individuals have the space to express differing viewpoints without the fear of immediate condemnation. Authenticity in storytelling. For Washington, authenticity in storytelling is paramount. He believes that films and television shows should reflect real human experiences rather than resorting to sensationalism or shallow depictions of diversity. Through his work, both as an actor and as a producer, Washington seeks to champion projects that provide authentic representations of underrepresented communities. He has taken steps to ensure that the stories he tells or supports are not only culturally significant but also rooted in truth. One example is his film Fences, which focused on the African American experience in the 1950s. The film resonated with audiences because of its authentic portrayal of Black family life, struggles, and triumphs, without needing to rely on exaggerated drama or stereotypes. Mentoring the next generation. Washington's commitment to authentic storytelling extends to his mentorship of young actors and filmmakers. He frequently encourages up-and-coming talent to remain true to their backgrounds and experiences, emphasizing that their cultural roots are an asset in the industry. Washington's mentorship highlights his belief that true progress in Hollywood will come from within through the empowerment of diverse voices who can tell their own stories with authenticity. Hollywood's shift towards sensationalism. One of Washington's concerns is the entertainment industry's increasing shift towards sensationalism and scandal. He believes that by prioritizing controversy and drama over substance, Hollywood is losing its ability to tell meaningful, nuanced stories. Washington advocates for films that engage with real human emotions and struggles, rather than relying on manufactured drama to attract attention. He encourages filmmakers to create content that resonates with audiences on a deeper level, providing both entertainment and reflection. Political divide and free speech. While Washington avoids aligning himself with any particular political ideology publicly, he has expressed his concerns about the growing political divide in Hollywood and society at large. He believes that conversations around political and social issues should focus on what is right, rather than being reduced to left versus right. Washington's refusal to disclose his political leanings in interviews is a reflection of his desire to rise above the partisan nature of current public discourse. For Washington, it is more important to foster a culture where people can freely express their views, whether popular or controversial, and engage in meaningful discussion. He believes that every political movement has a right to exist, and that true progress comes from understanding and debating diverse perspectives. Conclusion: embracing authenticity and dialogue. Denzel Washington's voice is a powerful reminder of the need for authenticity in Hollywood. His critique of the superficiality surrounding diversity initiatives and his warnings about cancel culture call for a shift towards more meaningful storytelling and open dialogue. Washington's belief in the importance of culture over color, along with his commitment to mentoring young talent, exemplifies his dedication to creating a more inclusive, representative industry that values genuine narratives. As Hollywood continues to grapple with these issues, Denzel Washington's perspective remains as relevant as ever. His message is one of hope and encouragement for those advocating for deeper representation and a return to meaningful storytelling. What are your thoughts on Denzel Washington's views on representation and cancel culture in Hollywood? Do you think the industry is heading in the right direction, or is there still much to improve? Share your thoughts in the comments below.